Hey guys, what's up? In today's video, we're going to discuss the difference between recourse and non-recourse truck factoring. This is a very common question that I get from carriers and owner-operators who are shopping for factoring. Myself, I'm Jerry, the founder of maxtruckers.com and a logistics expert. We work with the carriers in United States and Canada and help them to grow their business and maximize profit. So before we get into the video, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe the channel as we will be bringing a lot of high value content which will be helpful for your business. So please subscribe and like us. So what we're going to do is first let's look at why do you need factoring. Now, being a carrier and a trucker, you deliver loads, right? And after you deliver the load, what you do is you typically send in the invoice and the rate con POD to the freight brokers. Now, the problem is the freight broker takes 30 to 60 days to pay, and this is just one load, right? Then this happens for each load. That means you have to wait for 30 to 60 days to get paid. Now, but the problem is you need cash. You need cash because you need to pay for your drivers, you need to pay for fuels, repairs, insurance. So, can you wait? No, right? Most of us cannot wait that long to get paid. Plus, along with the waiting, you need to take care of all the office work too. That means you need to send the paperwork to the brokers, you need to do all the collections. In case you don't do this, if there's some issue with the paper, the whole payment will get delayed. This is where a factoring company comes into play. So once you tie up with a factoring company, after each load, right, you will send in your paperwork to the factoring company. That means they purchase your freight bills. Now, once they purchase your freight bills, and this is what they'll do, they will pay your amount, whatever is your load amount, within 24 hours. The same day or 24 hours, and they after deducting their fee. Second, they will take care of all the paperwork, follow-ups, collections with the brokers. So now what all you need to do is send in the paperwork, keep driving, and your cash flow is taken care of. And that's why you need truck factoring. Let's now move into see what is the difference between a recourse and a non-recourse truck factoring, because most truck factoring companies offer either or both the types of programs, right? So let's look at what is a recourse truck factoring. Now, in a recourse truck factoring program, what happens is after you sell your paperwork, after the factor purchases your freight bills, right, you are still liable for the paperwork. That means in case the freight broker delays the payment or goes bankrupt or defaults the payment, the factoring company will charge back your account. So factoring programs will have a chargeback period of 60 days or 90 days. So that means in case they don't get the payment within 60 days or 90 days, the amount of the invoice will be charged back to an account. And this is an issue in case you're working with freight brokers who are not so credit worthy, or who will not pay on time. There is a chance your account will be charged back. So a recourse factoring program I would recommend for carriers who are very confident with the customers and freight brokers that they're working with, who have a good credit history, and they and ethical are ethical in business. So in case you're working with such kind of freight brokers and customers, recourse factoring is the way to go. The next type of factoring program that you will come across is a non-recourse factoring program that are offered by factoring companies. In a non-recourse factoring program, once you sell your factoring or once the factoring company purchases your freight bills, the ownership of the freight bills is transferred to the factoring company. That means in case of a delay of payment from the freight broker or a default of payment from the freight broker or the customer, you will have a peace of mind. That means you don't have to worry, they will not charge back. It is the factoring company's responsibility. So yes, that means in case there's a delay of payment or there is a default of payment from the freight broker, you will not be charged back. It is the responsibility of the factoring company, they bear it. Now most truck owners prefer non-recourse factoring because, as you see, it gives you a peace of mind, right? But the non-recourse factoring rates are a little bit higher than the recourse factoring rates due to the risk involved for the factoring company, right? So now this is the major difference between a recourse factoring program and a non-recourse factoring program. So let me put them both side by side, and let's see, compare both of them together. Yes, so let's now compare a recourse factoring program and non-recourse program side by side. The first point is the transfer of ownership of the freight bills that the factoring company purchases. If it's a recourse program, no, the transfer of ownership still lies with the carrier. In case of a non-recourse program, yes, the complete ownership of the freight bill is transferred to the factoring company. The second point of difference is what happens if if there is a delay of payment or there's a default of payment by the customer or freight broker. In case of a recourse program, the amount will be charged back depending on the number of days that has been agreed between you and the factoring company. That means it could be 60 days or 90 days. In case of a non-recourse factoring program, there are no chargebacks or fines. Right. So next is the factoring rates. Recourse programs are much cheaper than the non-recourse programs. The rates vary between 2.5 to 3%. That depends on the number of trucks you have, the volume that you give. Those rates go up and down. In case of a non-recourse program, the rates are a little higher. They vary between 3 to 3.5 percentage. Peace of mind. Where do you have peace of mind? I think, like in a recourse program, you still will be worried in case what if the broker defaults and one day you're sitting having a cup of coffee and your account is charged back with $5,000, $10,000. Let's say you did 4-5 loads with the same broker. In case of a non-recourse program, you do not have to worry. There is no chargeback and fine, so you can just be happy and keep driving. But any other issue, I mean, the chargebacks that I mentioned before are related to the matter of credit only. That means once the load is verified by the freight broker, verified by the factoring company with the freight broker, then in case there is a delay or late payment, then the chargeback happens, or default happens, then the chargeback happens. But in any other issue that is related to the load, such as damage, claims, delays or fines that the freight is caused basically from your end, from the carrier's end or the driver's end, the both recourse and non-recourse programs are the same. It's the carrier's responsibility, so they will not take ownership of the same. So these are the 5 major points that we have used to compare a recourse program and a non-recourse program. So now the question is, what factoring program is the best for you? Let's say if you want lower rates, you work with known freight brokers and customers. You're confident on the credit worthiness of the customers and freight brokers that you work with. You're okay to take the risk in case they delay payment. Or default, or you're confident that you can collect back the money from them. Recourse factoring is the way to go. Else, please go. We would highly recommend go for a non-recourse factoring in case you work with a lot of freight brokers, and you don't want to worry about them defaulting or delaying the payments. Right. So make a good choice. With this, we come to the end of the video. I hope the video was really helpful for you. Before you leave, I have 2 gifts for you, 2 free gifts. The first one is a free ebook on how to choose the right factoring company in 9 simple steps. It comes with a very powerful checklist. You can download the same for free. The link is given below in the description. The second gift is basically a free consultations from maxtrucker.com. In case you have any questions related to factoring or trucking business, please reach out to us, and one of our trucking expert, a Max Trucker buddy, will get in touch with you and help you out. The link of the same is given below in the description. We do also have a growing forum in Facebook called the Truck Owners Forum USA, which is exclusively for truck owners like you. And here in this group, we discuss, you help each other out and you discuss topics related to trucking business. In case you have not joined the same, please join the same and let's help each other out. The link of the group is given below in the description too. Finally, in case you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe so you are updated with all the latest videos that we keep posting. It would be really helpful for your business. Thanks again for watching the video. Drive safe and make lots of money. Cheers. Bye bye.